Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I'm forgetting how to speak today, but it's okay. We were looking this morning in the reading with the Four of Earth and the Ghost Dance that came out, is that the ancestors are here to tell you that everything that you've gone through with them, everything that you've learned for yourself, whatever you call them in word definitions, failures or successes, these are all resources available to you. Okay? So they wanted you to tap into that. Tap into everything that you have available to you. Don't see things as that worked and that didn't work. See things as all of it is an infinite, vast library of knowledge that you carry around with you. Okay? Ensuring success. And they want you to reconnect with that feeling of, wow, I have infinite knowledge. Thank you to ancestors. Thank you to my parents, who are also, if they've passed, our ancestors. Everything behind you, right? And take it into the future. Turn it into something even better. And if you have that kind of feeling, you tap into a part of you that makes you very powerful and strong. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel in tune with yourself. It's like taking a course in something and becoming proficient in it enough so that you can move to the next step and learn even more. Okay? So we're going to look at these beautiful cards that came in for today. And we are doing the reading for your past. And we have celebration, community, friendships, and contentment, luxury, and independence that come in as words, as keywords for these cards. The Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles is also very much about just hard work paying off. And this is right. Your earned rewards here, Pisces, is the knowledge that you've accrued through time. Okay? It's everything that you've learned from, don't put a penny in a socket. And, how to change the time on your iPhone or your Android phone. All of that stuff, okay? From the tiniest thing to the biggest thing, you have learned. And you take that knowledge with you. It's part of a repertoire in your mind of things that you can tap into. You can look into those files. Some of these things you've written down, you can look those things up. And you just keep going with those resources, okay? There's basic knowledge that stays with you all your life, and then there's stuff that you bring in and let go, but you can really tap into it if you take a moment to think about it. The Three of Water is telling you to stop segregating these things into different piles, okay? Dividing them. Putting this is a success, this is a failure. They want you to reconnect with all of it to see it as infinite knowledge, something that will help you move to the next level. And they want you to celebrate all of the knowledge you have. This is really going to help you in the future. All right, so we're going to pull from the Enchanted Map Oracle. And tomorrow is your day of magic. We're going to be looking at the cards that came in to really point out how magical you are, right? I have to admit, I really love the cards today for the past. I like that. And if we could just implement it somehow, Pisces, so that every time we think of something, we think of it as, I have knowledge about that. I wish we would talk like this more, like even if it's like, I learned that, have to step over a rock so don't fall on my face. I have knowledge about that. It's not, I failed and hurt myself and I remember that. That's a bad memory. It's more like, something like, I learned that it's important to lift your foot there. That's knowledge. That's important knowledge. It's good knowledge, right? And yes, I'm oversimplifying this as, kind of a funny thing. But you understand, right? Gentle Gardener. I love this card so much. Not only that, as we had the High Priestess this morning was a 2. This is a 2 again. I think the High Priestess is making you realize that you have that inner wisdom, that wisdom of self, okay? And the idea of a gentle gardener is, I feel that it's saying be gentle with yourself, with everything that you've learned. First of all, you're here to learn. Okay, so you're not going to get it all right. When you learn, then you do it right the next time. Sometimes not. Sometimes it takes a few times, but eventually you learn it. Okay? You get it. If it's important to you, you get it. And that's knowledge. That's like, that's knowledge that's priceless. I could even say. Okay? So, it says, a gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. Exactly. Don't split things as it's a failure or it's a success. Okay? If you think of it as a failure, you think of it as lack. If you think of it as lack, you start losing confidence in yourself, which is this, I think it's such a waste of time. It's such a waste of time. Okay? Okay, so she is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out to the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Okay? That makes sense. If you see yourself as somebody who can't get it right, if you see somebody as experienced life and has learned many things, many great wisdoms, you become a wise person, right? I want you to write right now in the comment section, I am wise from everything I've learned. I am wise from everything I've learned. And I want you to repeat that to yourself today as you walk around. Anytime you do something today that you've had to learn, from the cup of coffee that you're making, or the salad that you're putting together, or the table that you're wiping with a cloth, or the small engine that you're repairing, I want you to say, I'm so wise from all the experiences and all the wisdom that I've accumulated. I want you to repeat that, okay? I want you to keep that mindset because you are. You are, okay? And ensures that all you are is reflecting the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty, and it will also help you try new things with the stuff you already know. What if we do this? Because I've tried that somehow here. And let's do that. I was talking about a fence I wanted to build, right? I've built fences. I've built rock fences with my father. I've put up wood fences with my husband. So I have that. Now I can use different things. I can see different things. I want to tie it to some pine trees that are there as well, but are really lacking. They're kind of suffering. So now I will use them as something to be strong around the fence, and I will see what I can do so that the wood that I put on the wood trees almost gets embedded and becomes part of those trees. You know what I mean? You go. Let it flow. Let the intention flow. Let the high priestess. And if you guys are confused, it's because this morning I was talking about building a wood fence. So if you want to see that reading, go see that one first. And then this one might make sense when I'm starting to talk about my own experience with building a fence in my yard. All right. So gentle gardener. I love this because you also have the garden here, but you have her garden that she's planted and reaping the rewards from. It's so wonderful, Pisces. I love all of this. It's great. All right, so let's get my spunky deck, is what I'm going to call it now. This is a Rider-Waite. It was rather cheap, but I love the backs of it. And it feels like an excited puppy. That's what I've been calling it. All the cards come out at once. All the cards come out at once. It is wonderful. I love the backs of them. All right. So let's see here. Let's pull some tarot. It just needs a little seasoning, Pisces, that's all. There you go. There's that beautiful garden. There's that sensational experience. The Ten of Pentacles, right? Achieving everything that you want, right? Yeah, absolutely. So if you look at all of these, Pisces, it's absolutely that, okay? In actuality, you're achieving your greatest goals by having had the few cups fall over. Having you look down and go, well, that didn't work out so well, did it? Okay, so I still have 2 cups back here. Do you stay there? No, of course not. If you're here and you're looking for guidance, if you're out in the world looking to live, you wake up every day, you do it, it's because you decided that you were going to try again at something. You didn't give up on yourself. Of course not. You gained knowledge. But sometimes it smarts us, right? Smarting. It's the act of like, almost like you put your hand on something hot. Oh, that hurt. I'm going to remember that, right? So it smarts us in a way that we feel like, oh, I'm going to remember that. And you attach a negative thing to it. And that's the part that we need to adapt. We need to remember not to burn our fingers again. But we also need to remember that this was fantastic knowledge to have. If it's really hot and it's flaming, don't put your fingers in it. Don't put your hands in it. Don't put a body part in it. It's going to hurt. Okay? So this is knowledge. You're going, hot? It's good for many things. Not body parts, but it's good for many things. It'll cook stuff. It'll do stuff. You know, this is what I'm saying. Use the knowledge that you have, not as an indication of failures, but how that can be integrated in all the knowledge you have. And that's how you reach that beautiful 10 of Pentacles. So you have to launch into that energy. Launching into that energy will bring you balance. Of course, because you're not dismissing stuff. You're not going, well, no, I can't do that. That's bad stuff. You're thinking, yes, fire's hot. I remember that hurt my fingers. However, it was really good at, sauteing, my Brussels sprouts. You guys. Oh, this deck. Come on, my puppy, stop. Lord. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So we have 1, 2 cards. Okay. Okay, so this is going to launch you. And also there's that card of intuition. Very closely related to the beautiful High Priestess that keeps coming out. We have the Page of Cups. Absolutely beautiful. So how does this apply? You look at everything as a new journey. You trust the universe to keep you safe, but you're going to start trusting yourself to keep you safe too, because you're not an unknowing participant. You weren't just born right now. You have knowledge that is accumulated. You've been through different cycles. So you're going with everything that you've had before into the new cycle that's coming in. This is why that in some places they say this card, this 0 card, is the one that comes. They're not sure if to put it before the Magician or after the World, but it doesn't really matter. It's there. It's a new time for you, right? But you don't go blindly. You may be leaping into something new, but you're not blind. You're not completely unknowledgeable. It's just something new with all the knowledge you have. So tap into your intuition to let you know, maybe that's not a great spot, to jump off of. I'm not getting a good vibe. Why? Is it fear or is there something else at play here? Am I looking at everything? You have that discernment. You have everything that you've known. Just make sure that it's not fear or fear of success that's driving you away from it. Okay? Make it a logical and an energetic decision to the things that you do. the Page of Cups. Be the dreamer. Dream big. Dream the biggest dream. The dreams that you have when you were a kid, when you were limitless, when boundaries weren't set. And see if you have things in your knowledge database to help you fulfill these things. The Emperor came in. He will always be there. And in this case, I think he's giving you that beautiful information to help you move forward. Okay? To help you go. You have the Ace of Cups coming in to show you that you have an infinite possibilities of fresh starts coming. Is very much connected to the Fool, right? This is knowledge. This is your knowledge. This is the concrete stuff. Just don't let it stop you. Okay, so the two, I only wanted one, but it has a habit of sending 2 cards for the end. Let's see what it is. You have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Wands, showing you that you have limitless possibilities, okay? And that you can meet the challenge, my beautiful Pisces, and do it for yourself. Absolutely. You don't need to be afraid of anything. Just meet the challenge and do it, okay? Okay, so let's see here. Let's take a look. At the heart of you, again, your intuition, okay? Really tap into it, Pisces. Tap into that beautiful intuitive heart of yours. You have it in spades. You're Pisces, okay? I keep reminding you of this, but you need to be reminded that you have something extra, okay? Yeah, and I want you to walk around thinking you do. I want you to feel, I have intuition. Aha, I'm Pisces. I know things. I just know things, right? I just feel things. I can feel you. I know when you're in a bad mood. I can read your body language. I can read your energy. I can read all of you. I know I have that thing going inside of me. And that's what you have to tap into. Okay? You can read the situation in a room. Because that's what you're good at. You can read people by the way they talk to you. Are they self-absorbed? Are they trying to prove something to you? It's so easy when you know what to look for, Pisces, okay? Let's see here. A lot of resources to make you successful. This is also the ancestor card, and we had it this morning in the ghost dance. So your ancestors have given you a lot of knowledge to make it possibility for you to be very resourceful. We rarely leave without any good wisdom. We don't start our lives on our own without somebody teaching us, sometimes badly, of things. Okay? Like my father drank his life away. Yeah, I learned that lesson, that I wasn't going to do that. Okay? That was a freebie for me. It was like showing me, yeah, don't do that. You saw what happened with that. That's a good thing of not to do. Thanks for the wisdom, Dad. Got it. Not gonna do that. Okay? And that being angry to everybody makes everybody go away from you all the time by not dealing with stuff. All of this stuff. This is all knowledge I have. Right? So you go into new journeys with a vast amount of knowledge. Not just from one parent, from friends. From your children, your grandparents, your parents, the neighbor. I mean, there's infinite possibilities here. And that gives you a structure to build on, to build with. You don't start at zero. You start with a lot of information. And it gives you the strength to meet up with new challenges, new things that you're thinking of, right? You're looking at new relationships, new things. You know how not to act with somebody. If you've had an example of somebody acting badly with you, or your parents acting badly towards each other, you know that's not what you want. And you know that, you know, you'll have to acquire more knowledge as you go, but you have a basic idea, right? Right. So this is your personal balance. Reminding you, Pisces, that this is on a personal level for you. There are things that aren't acceptable to me that would be acceptable to you, and vice versa. Make sure that you're tapping into what you want, not what the neighbor wants, what your parents want. This is on a personal level. Dream big and really latch on to those dreams that are going to bring back. Okay? That just give back. When I do this, I know that it's giving to you. Okay? The ads give a little to me, but I'm giving to you. I feel there's a give and take. And it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just so worth it. I mean, I can't say more about it. I'm so grateful, right? So, there's that. But as well, as I was going back to my fence, okay? Those skids that we took apart, that wood's just sitting there rotting. I'm going to give back. I'm going to take it. It was, the trees gave to us so that we could have tools to carry things. That's what skids do. They bring things to different locations. They give, stability to things. And then we reuse them to either burn them or build things with the skid. So their shelf life continues. It gives back. That's the Ace of Cups, giving back, rejuvenation over and over again. Okay? We have all of that knowledge, all of that ability to keep giving to ourselves, to keep, doing it over and over again. We just got to open up to it. And we got to think to ourselves, I'm like a master, I have infinite wisdom, and I'm always learning. I'm always learning. I'm always open to learn. I can do beautiful things with my life. Why do I sound like William Shatner? Anyway, so there you go, Pisces. That's it for me. I'm going to let you go now. I've had tremendous fun with the readings today. This day of the past is a long time since I've thought, wow, the past, is usually the past. I'm always a little bit like, ugh, how's the past going to impact us? But in this case, this is so uplifting. I love to think of the way that wisdom is actually helping us. Everything we've learned is, I've never really thought of even myself as a beautiful library full of knowledge. I feel so uplifted. I feel so masterful. I feel so great. And it doesn't matter what age you are. You're a master at everything that you've learned. Isn't that great? I want you to write that in the comments. I did it this morning. I'm doing it. I'm the master of everything I've learned. You are the master of everything you have learned. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go. Love, light, and blessings. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Please be a powerful, beautiful human being to everybody around you, to yourself first. And I will see you tomorrow for your magic. Although, I don't know how that's going to beat this one today. Really? I don't. All right. Take care of yourself. Love, light, and blessings. Bye for now.